Welcome to the Woman's Hustle, Thrills and Spills of Entrepreneurship, where we keep it real about what it takes to build, grow, and thrive. You'll hear the unfiltered journeys of women entrepreneurs from everywhere. This road ain't always pretty. From battling self doubt to juggling responsibilities and facing the pressures to have it all figured out, this hustle can be pretty heavy. That's why this space exists to fuel you with the motivation, drop strategic gems on the topics that matter most, and remind you you are not in this alone. This is the Woman's Hustle. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Woman's Hustle, Thrills and Spills of Entrepreneurship. It's your girl, Kisha, back with another amazing episode. And if you are on YouTube, then you see I'm not by myself. I have another amazing guest with me. But before I get started, y'all know the drill. If you have not by now, make sure you have subscribed to the YouTube channel here on Upgraded Mindsets Media. If you're listening, then make sure the Woman's Hustle is favorited so you aren't missing these amazing episodes with myself. Phenomenal guests that are bringing y'all so much strategic insight, support, and all that good stuff. Today's episode is going to be no different, you guys. So if you are on screen with us, then you see I have a lovely, lovely guest with me, and I'm going to allow her the honor of introducing herself. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Hi, Kisha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am very good. It is 6 a.m. in Australia, but I do have my coffee. So
Woo!
I am getting up early for you, girl. Because
And I appreciate that. Listen, y'all, the
yeah.
Woman's Hustle is global. Okay. You got somebody coming at 6 a.m. their time to drop some gems. Okay. So make sure that you tune in. Get your pen and paper because I think y'all going to need it. Okay. Let the
Yes.
listeners know who you are and a little bit about what you do.
Yes. So my name is Christine Blosdale, and I am the expert authority coach. And basically, I help overwhelmed women in business who are entrepreneurs, authors, speakers, leaders, visionaries, and
Mm.
creators. I help them get seen, get trusted, and get paid for what they already know.
Woo!
They've already got the gems, they've already got the knowledge, the wisdom. They just maybe are not communicating it the best into the outside world, or they're hustling. They're hustling really hard,
Right.
they're working really hard, and they're not understanding why they're not getting those clients, or they feel like there's just crickets out there,
Oh,
And it's like, wait,
yes.
I'm posting on social media and I'm doing the things, but I'm not getting the traction.
Yeah.
I
I
help
love
them
it.
based on their personality and based on what they're an expert at. I help them get seen, trusted, and paid.
Hey, period. And y'all
Mhm.
are always in my inboxes and asking for information. This is the episode that you want to make sure that you watch from beginning to end. Okay.
And share it, and
Sh-
share this, because
Tell
don't be
them,
stingy. Don't
thank
be
you.
stingy
Don't be gatekeeping,
with
y'all.
yeah, don't be gatekeeping, because we need to help as many women as possible.
Absolutely.
We are in a situation in the world
Tell
where
it.
we really need to step up, and we need to not only take control for our own lives, but for our community, to speak
Yes.
up for our community and our world, because let's just say we need to do. I'm
Hey.
not
Nope.
gonna go any
Look,
more
I'm
than
with you.
that, but
I am
okay.
with you, Tim. I am with you. I love it. And it's so true. You guys know it is all about uplifting ourselves, but also each other, because although we can be movements by ourselves, we are such a force when we're together. So I am
Yes.
super excited to talk more with Christine today about it. And we're going to kick some things off, right? I want to talk about the emotional realities, right? Because as women, we are those nurturers. We operate in emotion probably a lot more than we should, y'all. Ladies, y'all know I hold us accountable. But
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about that. And why do you think sometimes that women just assume that they're just not getting the support or the recognition? It just means that they're not good enough. I know you hear a lot of this.
That makes me wanna cry,
Yeah.
when I hear that, because I see in my business, and I've been doing this for a long time, and, before I was, a coach, and basically I'm a unique business coach, okay?
Hmm.
But before then, I was in radio broadcasting for 20 years,
Hmm.
and, even in my position there interviewing women, man, I would see all of the gems, all of the amazing thing that they've done, and that spark. And a lot of times they would just beat themselves up. And it's because I believe it's because we've grown up in a society. I'm from America. I'm from the United States.
Right,
And
right.
I did grow up. I grew up in Los Angeles, so a very international
Mhm.
city. I grew up in a time where LA was really kicking. It was
Yeah.
like it was a great time to be there, right?
Oh, reminisce.
But I saw that, so many times the well-being of others
Yeah,
was put in front of women. I saw it with my grandmother, I saw it with my mother, and just think about if our grandmothers and our mothers actually, of course, cared for us and cared for their families,
right.
but really got to explore their passions and really got to do the things that they were made to do,
Yeah.
right? An amazing world.
Sure.
So so part of that though is because of the society and the culture that we grow up in. Some
Yep.
of it can be religious, some of it can be familial structures,
Right.
but there's a lot of dysfunction in families. And the ones that are always the ones, I mean, how many times did grandma come and take care of things because the
Mhm.
parents were, like, just not doing it.
Yes.
So grandma never really got to do her thing because she was raising kids, and then she was raising the grandkids, and then she's
Raising the
probably gonna
grand.
raise the grandkids,
Right.
and, all of that. So, we need to make it really important, and just as we foster boys growing up and, you can do anything and you can be anything and, achieve this and that, we need to do the same for our girls.
Yep.
That's absolutely critical, and I was lucky. I had a mother who thought I could do everything. I was like the sun, the moon, everything. So she gave that to me. She was like,
Aw.
she gave me that confidence.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And you said so many things that I just literally eat and breathe, right? I was that person that had to recondition how I looked at life. I was that person that used to people please like crazy. And I had to really like make that shift. And now I operate in the model of I can still be supportive and show up for others, just not at the expense of myself. And that's really what I teach within upgraded mindsets as well, because it's the facts. We want to be supportive to others. We want that and we want it back, right? We carry the brunt of a lot of things, but a lot of things I hear women say too is, oh, I can handle it. I got it. I don't need nobody to help me. Again, it goes back to what you said in the beginning. We do want that support and we need it.
Yeah.
Really retraining our brain to say, you know what? Yes, it's okay for me to want that support and get it. And a lot of times I feel like there's a sense of, I might not use the word entitlement, but a lot of times when women are starting in business and stuff, the assumption and the entitlement of those close to them, like supporting them out the gate. And when that doesn't happen, they
No.
stay stuck. Like I
Yes.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, because also then what's gonna happen to my caretaker? What
Yeah.
you're gonna be too busy doing your thing to not take care of my needs, which
Mm,
listen, and ladies, if you've ever flown on a plane, what is the thing that they tell you when they're talking about buckling up with your seatbelt, but they say, "In case of an emergency, this thing's gonna
get
drop
your
out of the
mask
thing."
first.
Put your mask on first because
Yep.
if you're depleted and you don't have that oxygen of life, right, of
Yep.
passion, then you can't help anybody else.
Mm,
So it's not being selfish, it's not being egotistical, it is making sure that you're okay first. And a
yes.
big part of that is going after the things that you really enjoy. Like that's probably, and a lot of my clients, I'll say a lot of my clients, they're getting, they're in their 60s and I've got some that are in their 70s. And I don't want to wait. I don't want to have women wait until they're
Yes.
60, 70, 80 years old before they
Facts.
actually go after their dreams. They need to do
Yes.
that now.
Now, right now. And I,
Yeah.
I agree with that so much. We have that societal expectation. No, it's too late for me. I've lived my life. No, you haven't. You've lived your life for other people. Now it's time for
Yes.
you to live for you. And having those conversations have been so normal, but it just makes me happier being in the position I am to walk in purpose to help us shift that mindset. Cause that's exactly what I do every single day. Like, listen, we're going to be accountable, we're going to say no, and we're going to be unapologetic in doing so because that's
Yes.
how you live a satisfied and fulfilled life. Powerful ladies, listen, I'm telling y'all, gems will be dropped today.
I'm just reinforcing what you're teaching.
I appreciate that. But no, I want to talk about the message, right? Because I do work with women business owners. And of course, this show is about women who are on the various stages of their journey. And why do you feel that like so many of us like struggle to explain our message clearly, even when they're
Mm.
passionate about it? I'll be honest, when I first started, I knew I wanted to help all women, right? I was like, oh, I want to empower all women. I want to do this. I want to do that. Yeah, that reality hit me probably in the first like 18 months. It's like, girl, you can't serve everybody, right?
Yes, right.
But why do you feel like there's the struggle when it's time to explain the message?
Well, just like you said, a lot of women that are in business or starting off with their business, they wanna help everybody with everything,
Yeah.
and you can't do that, okay? First of all, it's confusing, and because nobody they might go, "Well, she's not for me because she's for everybody doing everything." And what we really need to think about, and this is why when I'm working with clients and I work with them, sometimes it's a single session, but
Yeah.
most of the time I take them through 90 days. And in these 90
Mm,
days, we go through everything, but we have to start with the foundation.
yeah.
And the foundation, now put all your passion and all the thing. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to, oh, okay. Okay. Put that aside. The foundation is you need to be very clear. So we want clarity, right?
Yeah.
We want to be clear on who we are. Don't say, oh, I'm multitask. I can do this. I can do that. I go,
Right.
no, no, no. That's overwhelming to people.
Absolutely.
You don't take your Ferrari to some guy who says, I do, I could
I
tinker
work
with
on
all
all
kinds of
cars.
cars.
Ooh,
Yeah, no.
talk
I want
about
a
it. Tell 'em.
want a Ferrari guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. So clarity is really important. Who are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Number one. Number two, who do you serve? Now, for myself, I was very clear when I introduced myself. I already said to you, I help overwhelmed women in business, entrepreneurs, authors, speakers, right? Okay. Overwhelmed. The CEO of a big corporation is probably not going to need my services.
Right.
Okay? Unless they wanna rebrand, unless they're like,
Right, right.
I'm done with corporate life, I wanna become a public speaker or I
Mhm.
wanna be an author." Okay, fine, okay. But really, that's my people.
Yeah.
So, clarity of who you are, who you serve, and then most importantly, how you help them. How do you
Mm,
serve them? Don't just say, "I help women in business." Well, that's really okay. If you say a little
right.
bit more, I help them get seen, I help them get trusted, and I help them get paid for what they already know. Now, how I do that is my own magic sauce,
Absolutely.
right? It might be working with them and going, I highly recommend that we create a podcast for you, for your business to get you out there. I might say, okay, do not have a podcast. That's not your personality, but you
Yeah.
need to be a guest on podcasts because that will get your SEO and your Ask Engine, Chat
Mhm.
GPTO
Yeah, that
search
part,
results
yeah.
out there.
Yeah, facts.
Others, that's not them, right? Others, I would more probably go towards the writing aspect, but it just depends on the person. But I have to be really clear with my potential clients, the audience. I have to be really clear with who I am,
Yeah,
who I serve, and how I do it, how I get them there, right?
yeah.
If not, it'd be so confusing to people and people would just walk by. They go,
Walk by,
"I don't I
scroll
don't
on.
know. I re I don't know. I don't know. She's funny. She's cool. I like her, but I don't know what she does."
Yeah.
So
Man,
cl
that's so powerful. Like breaking it down by personalities, right? Because we feel like, and I'm gonna roll right into it because especially like when it comes to how we're showing up, you do have to know how you're going to show up. I never thought that I'd be doing podcasts or have podcasts, when I first started, but I've come to realize that this is a very much a strong suit for me. I like to talk, right? I like to talk, I like to engage,
Yeah.
and I like to provide value, outside of what I do within the businesses. But I love to talk. So my content rolls over to like long form, short form video. And that's like my primary jam. I've realized that I still do other stuff, but those things you're going to see me on Instagram, you're going to see me on YouTube, Facebook with my short form video content because that is my strong suit that I've come to find.
Yes.
And it also increases the visibility because I know too, like dealing with that, clients don't, the first time they see us, they don't sign up to work with us, right? We would love that in a perfect world. But on average, I know for me, women that do finally come work with me, they're like, oh, I've been following you for a year, or
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
been, you know what I'm
right.
saying? I've been watching you
I've
for
been
like eight
stalking you.
months. Yeah,
I've been
you know,
stalking
so
you for 10 years, girl. You're like, geez.
yes. So like even when it comes to that, I like for you to like talk a little bit more about the difference between like posting content but versus
Mm,
showing up with authority because there is a
yeah.
huge difference between the two.
Yes. So one thing that I like to remind my clients and audience, I do a lot of public speaking
Mhm.
and women's networking events and things. And I said, listen, I said, it is your branding it's not the colors that you use or the font or the logo, the cute little logo of the frog that whatever you no, no, no,
That you
no.
spent 3 weeks working on, right?
Yeah, right. It's not. Your brand is the vibe that you bring, the
Yeah.
energy that you put out. Okay? And I am a firm believer of having a fantastic headshot. I think that's one of the most important things is to have a really good photo or photos of you, and that needs to be done professionally, ladies. You don't just sit there in your bathroom and do a
No
selfie.
selfie,
You
right?
you want to have a photograph of you
Yeah.
of you, at least one. But it's your energy, it's your vibe. It's what you bring out to the world. That is going to magnetize the right clients for you. But here's the thing. You got to be seen and you got to be heard in order to be hired. I have this on my website at every single page on my website at the very bottom. It says, remember, if you're not seen and heard, you're not hired. Okay.
Period.
So you have to show up. Just like you were saying, you're doing the videos, you're doing the content, the podcast. You probably have, if you haven't already, and if you were my client, I would be getting you on this. If you have not already written your first book, you have many books within you because you've already created the content.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
spoken. See, I'm the same way. I have 5 best-selling books. I'm not a writer.
Yeah.
And people go, "What do you mean you're not a writer? You've got 5 books." Listen, and I got a 6th one that I'm publishing this week.
Ooh,
Okay.
period.
And it's the bomb. It's the one. It's the big one. Okay.
It's the mic
Anyway,
drop.
even though I
Woo.
have all these books out, I'm not a writer. I'm a talker just like you. So I have all of these videos and audio content from years of public speaking, of doing webinars and workshops, lunch and learns, free workshops that I've done, plus all of my podcasts and podcast appearances. So I have years of content put together. So
Yeah.
I take that content that I've already done and I turn them into books.
Yes.
Sitting down in front of a blank Word doc would make me want to vomit, right? I
Fact.
can't write like that. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I'm not, no, but I can talk.
Yep.
And so I take those things that I say and I turn them into best-selling books.
I
And
love
that
it.
reaches a whole different audience.
Yep.
And then there's the audio book that I'm doing, the audio books that I've done. So that reaches a different audience. Do you see?
Mhm.
So it's your vibe, it's your energy that you bring out, but you've got to be seen and you've got to be heard.
Absolutely. And I love that. I have 2 books currently, but I am with you. Like I'm actually in the process of creating because I was told the same thing. So I love that alignment. I love how people give me confirmation. So thank you for that because I was told
Take
that
your
like,
podcast. You got
yes,
your podcast name. Take your podcast
absolutely.
name, turn it into a book. And actually, the first edition, it can be every chapter in that book could be a wonderful
Mm.
woman that you've interviewed. And who doesn't want to promote a book that they're in? So
Hey,
if you
that
went to
part, yo.
if you went to like 50 or let's say 25,
Yep.
25 of your top interviews and said, "Okay, I want to put a book out and I want you to be featured as a chapter in my book." Would you like that? If I put
Absolutely.
a link to your website, if I mentioned your website and a profile and a picture of you on the back cover, who wouldn't? So
Man.
then you would have
No.
those 25 people, guests that you've had on your podcast, they'd be promoting that book for you.
Yep.
And I know you have more than
Visibility, baby.
25 episodes. I
I
know you have
definitely
more than
got more than
25
25.
episodes.
I definitely got more than 25. I love it. First of all, you got my mind spinning right now, so it's like, let me put those thoughts to the side
She's like,
because
let's
my woo, the
she's
brain
like,
is
let's end
like,
this podcast right now. We're done. I gotta get going.
oh my God. But I love that. And I love that idea. And I think that you're right. I think that being able to go back and because I'm always saying them, hey, let me know how I can continue to support you, those type of things. I do try to stay connected with my past guests, letting them know, offer the space. If you want to come back at any time, like I do offer that. So I
Yeah.
love that. And yeah, the brain is already on fire.
I'm sorry.
No, nope, nope. You're good. You're good. Let's go back to the social media side of things because I want people to
Yeah.
understand also to talk a little bit about the difference between being active online and being visible online.
Mm, yes.
Yes.
So first things first, there's a lot that we have to contend with. We've got Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, all, blah, 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 all these different things.
Mhm.
And now they're throwing in Substack and all. My
All of that.
goodness.
Oh yeah, I ain't even started with that, but go ahead.
School. We got
Yep.
school. I'm like, I don't want to go back to school. I did that. I hated it. You know. Anyway, so again, we become overwhelmed and because there's so many things that we think we have to do. So something that you want to think about is you want to focus, if possible, on the platform or platforms where your target audience is, where they live.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they're not on all TikTok. Maybe they're in LinkedIn. Or maybe they're not in LinkedIn. Maybe they're all on TikTok. Okay. It depends on your audience. So do you want to put it out there on all of the different platforms? Absolutely. Utilize them. They're free. Might as well.
Right.
Put your content out there. But focus your attention on the platforms where you really believe that your potential clients or customers where they're going to be. That's important. Number 2, posting images and then text, and especially if it's copy that you just went and asked ChatGPT to create, which please don't do that.
Mhm.
If you post just a still image and copy like that, that still image better be the most interesting image you've ever come across, right? Video is queen. Video gets way more interaction. People will watch it. People will share it more often, but that's how you're going to grab people's attention.
Yeah.
Okay. Video is so important. And just make sure that the quality is decent, right? Make sure you clean the lens on your on your phone.
Oh my God, right? I cannot tell you the amount of videos that I see where it's like so blurry. And it's like, we are in 2026. Do y'all not understand? Like that makes a difference. If I can't even see your face, I'm scrolling. Like
Yeah. And especially if you're asking me to buy something,
that.
if you want, you're like, I'm a coach and you need to pay me to help you become a six figure. And
Yeah,
I'm like, wipe
that
your lens.
that let me give you some free game in your DMs. You're gonna think I'm coming in there to DM to ask for your services when I'm DMing you to tell you to clean your lens. Man.
And really follow the things that you're really good at when it comes to social media, right? I love creating video. I love it because I've got we all have a professional film crew in our pocket, which is our
Mhm.
phone.
Yep.
I mean, unless you've got some weird like old flip phone from
Yeah.
the I don't even know if 90s were but if you've got, if you have any sort of decent phone, you have a film crew. The lenses on these are amazing.
They are.
Even the sound, I do like to have a microphone, a little extra microphone because it
Yeah.
sounds a little snazzier, but you can so easily just even sitting in your car or if you're in the grocery store, start recording and just start talking. Then with apps like CapCut, which I love, you can
Me
a
too.
lot of these social media platforms, you can edit within that
Yeah,
platform, but I don't like to do that. I like to actually edit in CapCut.
I do too.
And then I use that video. You can have captions on that, and I do recommend you do have captions on those videos just because sometimes it could be 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody's gonna come across your video, and they're gonna do it with the sound off because the spouse is
Right.
sleeping next to their
Right.
other partner, right?
That part.
So so that's kind of important, but video is so powerful. I really encourage a lot of my clients to give it a go. I have one client who's this Aussie elderly gentleman who's got a long beard. He looks like ZZ Top kind of guy, and he's got a niche. He specializes in antiquarian angler books. Okay, so this is old books about fishing.
Okay.
okay? And you'd be
The
surprised
audience.
the audience for this, right? He's successful, very successful, but he only just did these old photographs of stuff and had a catalog like website, very boring kind of.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, Stuart, man, you got to mate, you got to get out there with some video." And he was like, "Oh, I don't know about that." He's like, just kind of, I've never done that before."
Mhm.
Well, started off the first time that we did a coaching session and he was doing a video, he was reading off of a piece of paper. So he was reading like this and it sounded like, but an Australian kind of,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna say da 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 da. And he wasn't looking at the camera. And I was like, give me, get rid of those notes. Get rid of those notes. You
Yeah.
know the name of the book. You know why you like the book, why it's unique. Look into the camera and tell the person who's watching this why you like this book. And don't worry about it being perfect. This is the other thing. We worry
Yeah. Oof.
if it's not perfect.
Oh my god.
If it's not perfect, people are going to make fun of me. What are they going to say? Don't worry about that. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do
And
it.
if you can edit it, great. We can edit it and make it a little bit sharper. But the more you do it, just like riding that bike that first time you ate it, man. You crashed out. You fell over.
Right.
But you got back up and you did it again and you did it again. And then all of a sudden you realize you're going down the street with no hands on your, remember that? Like you'd be riding your bike
Yeah.
and you let go of your hands and you're like, oh my God. Put your hands behind your head. You're like, I'm
Yes.
riding a bike without
I
hands,
done caught the flow, baby. I done caught the
Yeah.
flow. Yeah. It's facts. That's
So
facts.
so don't get stuck on being trying to be perfect.
Yeah.
First of all, nobody's perfect. Second of
Ever.
all, we are in a world where people are craving realness and authenticity.
Yes, they are.
They want to see you mess up a little. It's
Yeah.
okay.
It
Yeah.
is. I love that. And that was a powerful message that needed to be heard because the amount of perfectionism that I see people trying to do, I got to make sure that this is right. Going back to the logos and the colors, and oh, I got to make sure that it looks right. No, you don't. Those are things that can be handled along the way. Like the
Yes.
biggest thing, making sure that you have narrowed down who it is that you want to serve is the most critical thing. If you're somebody that is in the visionary stage, you're in the startup stage, you're in the one the scale phase, you always got to go back to that. Because if you're wanting to scale, then that means who you're serving now is either outdated for you and it's time to regurgitate whatever it is that you need to do. But you need to be
Yeah.
intentional in making sure that you always know who it is that you're wanting to serve. Ooh, let me tell y'all something. I could talk all day. I really could. I have that so bad. But I do want to
That's
ask you,
good.
man, I'm telling you, before we wrap up, what is one
Yeah.
thing that you think that a woman that a move that she can make today that is going to help her start to be seen more clearly and confidently?
Mm. I think a very important, and this is like a message that I'm getting. My intuition is telling me that I need to say this, that you are worthy of
Mm,
success. You are worthy of being happy. You are worthy of going after your goals and your passions. You are worthy. And once you swallow that and get it into your system and go, "Ooh, okay, I am worthy," because
yes.
it's one thing to say it's one thing to say the mantra, and it's another thing to believe it. Once
Ooh,
you believe it, then you should make your move and go for it.
I love it.
Because if you don't feel that you're worthy, if you have that imposter syndrome, if you have that scarcity mindset, it's going to taint everything that you do, and people will smell it and feel it, and it'll be like repellent.
Mm, mm,
So, and again, there is no ego in this, there's no arrogance in this. It is having a confidence that the universe has your back, that you are worthy, and that has a
yeah,
whole different vibe than that feeling of desperation,
yeah.
right?
I love it. I love it.
It'll change things
Powerful.
for you.
It will definitely shift things for you. Listen,
Yeah.
y'all, you have to want it. You have to believe that you are worthy of it, and you have to be intentional and actionable in getting it. Okay. Nothing's going to fall in your lap.
No.
Nobody's just going to constantly see you or consistently see you if you're not putting in the work to make that happen. So, however you choose to show up, make sure that you're showing up. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christine, this has
Take
been great.
action. Take
Take
action.
action. Period.
Nobody's gonna come down your street and, like, walk up to your driveway and knock on your door and say, I hear there's this most amazing person that lives here. Can I throw wads of money at you?" They're
Hey,
not.
she told y'all, okay? She told y'all. Christine, please let them know where they can find you, what
Yes.
information that you can offer them. I know after this episode, they are definitely going to come looking for you. So please share any information that you'd love for the listeners
Yes.
to know.
The best way to the best way to come into my world and to have me at least look at your business or look at what you wanna do and give you my suggestions is to book a free absolutely free strategy call with me. It's an expert authority call where we take a look at your expert authority and see, if there's holes in your message and see how your business is being portrayed, okay? If you're communicating the right message. And that's absolutely free. It's of high value to you because it's half an hour of you
Mm.
telling me what you've got going on. I'll give you my ideas and you get a recording as well. So
Ooh.
that is something that I can offer you. If you go to my website, it's all over my website. You can click a button here and there. It's expertauthoritycoach.com. That's my website. You can go to chatwithchristineb.com. But if you're like, screw it, I just want to talk to Christine right now, you can go to chatwithchristineb.com. And
I
I know
love
you
it.
will have that in the show notes. So
All right.
thank you, darling.
Listen, I want you guys to understand how dedicated I am to making sure that we are, if you are struggling to figure out what your journey is, aligning that with your personal values and things like that. Because in order to be the best womanpreneur you can be, your personal and your professional alignment has to be in tune, ladies. And it has been an honor to have you here on the show. Thank you so much. I really do
Thank you.
appreciate you dropping all your expert knowledge and gems and all that good stuff. Share this with a fellow woman business owner who is on her journey. Make sure you have subscribed. All right. Until next time, baby.
Bye.